Well, hello YouTube world, fellow muleys. This is our first time trying to do Portage Mule live here. It took me about 10 minutes how to find it, but we're testing it out because we want to be able to use the live feature when we are up in the boundary waters. But right now, I am in northern Manitoba. Sorry to disappoint everybody, but Rob is not here. And this morning, we are fishing for smallmouth. And don't tell Rob, but I love smallmouth fishing. Although, I did just catch a walleye. But the main point of this is to test out the Starlink and see if it's going to work for us and doing this YouTube live thing when we're up in the boundary water. So I'm testing out to make sure the connection's fine, that YouTube is fine doing this, and how long the battery will last, because I can't plug the Starlink into a wall. I have to run it off a power bank. So, and if this is boring, well, I'll just delete it. But I suppose when we're live, you're gonna see all the fun stuff of us fumbling with fish or sneezing or whatever that I normally edit out. And now you just get to see it all. But I'm up on a lake, rocky lake, in between the Paw and Flin Flon. Trying for smallmouth this morning. It's maybe 7 o'clock. The water temp's about 67, air temp's about 57. And I went live a little earlier than I thought I was going to because two reasons. One is the fishing's really great, and two, there might be a storm rolling in, which would delay my plan or cancel it altogether. But up until I started to go live, the fishing was amazing. Now you guys realize why I spend so much time editing, because we're not actually good at fishing. But it took a lot to get here. Take several flights, the first of which I brought my nephew up from Florida. And our first flight out of Orlando, the pilot didn't show up. So we knew, I'm over you. We knew right from then it was going to be a long trip, a long day. But going for smallies this morning, which in Canada they call them smallies, which is odd because here they call walleye pickerel and they call northern pike jacks, but smallmouths are just smallmouths. Other difference is only barbless hooks. So you really got to count on your hook set. And, oh, I think I just got one. There we go. Oh, that's a big boy. No, it's not. Only barbless hooks, no live bait. So we're not throwing any bait right now, but we do use frozen bait and plastics, but nothing live. All right, this guy's pulling drag. He might be the biggest one I caught today. Let's get him up. Oh, my weekly shower. These things just launch out of the water. That's a big boy. There we go. Oh, yeah, I lost my worm, or he took it. So, we're not keeping them, strictly catch and release. Oh, oh, that's probably the water. Should I shut that off? Or no?
Yeah.
Hey, we're back. Well, that was its first hiccup.
That's the same man.
Yesterday we went out for northern pike on another lake closer to Flin Flon. I wasn't going live, but we did catch about, or I caught about 15 I'm trying to talk and put this on at the same time. 15 northern pike, or up here they call them jack. And the biggest one was 39.5 inches. I don't know what my personal best is off the top of my head, but that's a big fish. And to top it off, it's caught on Larry's Copper Magic. So those of you that haven't seen Larry's Copper Magic, it is a copper spoon, handmade in the United States by a fellow named Larry, and we get them from him and several of the stores in Ely have them. I know Canoe Country stocks them, and Arrowhead Outdoors also has them. And when I post this picture, if you don't follow us on social media, I'll post it on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see the lure, and it really does a phenomenal job. That's a snag. And I'm off. See the fun things you get to see live. But we plan to use this not for fishing. Honestly, the Starlink Mini, I think it only allows for about 50 gigs, which as far as I can tell is a couple hours of content. So considering that we fish for a couple hours each day, we're not just going to be able to do it live the whole time. But this is just a test. You know, we might do it when when the fishing's really hot, or first thing in the morning, or around the campfire at night, or something like that. And this storm is still, I think it's getting louder. What's that?
Did you hear thunder?
Yeah.
Get closer.
Yeah, right over there.
Huh?
But where I'm at in northern Manitoba has been, this year and last year, has just been ravaged by wildfires. The airport that I flew into was recently closed. The town was recently evacuated. Family that I'm up here with, Rob's family, is had to evacuate for several weeks here in June. So just feeling grateful to be able to get in here. The town that they're in had no, the fire never got to it, but they were still evacuated precautionary. Close to it had 5,000 people, Flin Flon. They were evacuated. No structure were lost, but the town next to them in Saskatchewan, is it Denard? Denair Beach. They got hit pretty hard. Several hundred structures gone. Yesterday, the air quality was just brutal. You can probably still see today the sun in the background. That's not, I mean, yeah, there's clouds, but that haze is all smoke. And these smallies just go absolutely nuts when, not just when they're hooked, but when another one is hooked, they all just flock to it. Day before our northern pike day, or no, a couple days before. No, it was the day before. We went out, we wanted to catch 100 walleye in this lake, which Rob and I have had trips to the boundary waters the whole weeks where we've caught 30 walleye. And this was one day we wanted to catch 100, have a century day, and we ended up catching 155. All I'm doing here is I got a white Zoom fluke on. I changed up from my original one, and I'm just casting it out. We're right off a little point here with some weeds, and just letting them sink. Sink to the bottom. If I don't get anything, twitch, twitch, let it sink again.
Yeah, you know, if you see one surface, you always throw to it. Gotta let it sink.
See, this is the stuff that I would just edit out and then just show the big fish that we catch, and you guys just have nothing else but think we're just amazing fishermen. I'm sure there's a way I can see what people are saying. Some people have commented, but I'll be honest, well, I might fall. But I also don't exactly know how to do that yet. So if someone says they're going to the boundary waters tomorrow, that does sound like fun. You know, after you get done with a trip, you're like, well, I don't need to do that for a little bit, but once you get home and unpacked and you start thinking about it again. Rob and I don't have any more permits for this year. And I probably should address the video update. Everyone's been asking me for part 2 of our last video, and it is pretty much done. The only thing that still needs work on it is some of the voiceover stuff that I put in at the end, and the nice microphone that I have for that is at my house, which I have not been at recently, or will I be at recently, or nor will I be at soon. Again, that would all get it out, edited out. But it won't be long. It's middle of July right now, and I'll say that I'll have it out by the end of July. For the 3 or 4 days I'll be home. And I'm going back down to Florida, and I won't miss out on mini season, getting some lobster. I try to limit out on lobster, spiny lobster, and snapper, mangrove snapper each day. 2 days. But I'll get it. They take just a tremendous amount of work. Each trip Rob and I go on, we come back with just about 4 terabytes of data. And that's all video that I have to go through by myself. The first thing I do is delete all the stuff I don't really need. Clips like this. I'm not catching anything, but it just takes forever. But this next one's gonna be good. You're gonna see Rob's first attempt at writing haikus. You're going to see our first attempt at making a pizza, which, spoiler alert, was phenomenal. You're gonna see Rob try to eat several things through his bug net over his face. And some really great northern lights. Oh yeah, and the fishing's pretty good too. Still coming up, we discover Portage Mule Pass. And that place is just electric. Trying to get one more fish before I cut this live stream to prove that I know what I'm doing. It's not working out too good. Just let it drop. Twitch, twitch. Yeah, just lift it up and over and I'll, you can't? Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'm coming up over you.
Go to the point maker.
We're out on the crest liner this morning, which is great. It's not quite as big as our canoe, but gets the job done. Oh, good.
On that point. Across the point.
This fish is huge.
But this is the walleye rod. It's a 6.6 Falcon rod, medium action, braided line with leader. Not steel leader like we needed yesterday. Nothing. Smallie bite is the best first thing in the morning here. And it's very aggravating because you can see them right under the boat. But you go to drop your lure down and you want nothing to do with it. Ah, we got one. Were you just right beneath the boat?
Yeah, I dropped that.
So right as I said that, we caught one right under the boat, which just proves I don't know what I'm talking about. There we go. Nope, another snag. This is fun. Got it. The old banjo method. And it's so exciting when you think you had a fish. There you go. Okay, so everyone's caught one but me recently.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a decent size one. You want me to get him off for you if he's back here?
I think I got him.
Okay.
I finally broke my slump.
What was your slump?
Catching nothing when we came here.
That's your first fish?
Yeah,
Oh.
since I've been here. Since last year too. Since I've ever been here.
We came here on this lake last year, full intentions and setup and everything of going for smallmouth and pretty much only caught walleye.
Get your camera. Get your camera on that one. Get the thumb out. That's a good one.
You want me to take the picture? I'm still cameraman. Nice, stay there. Hold them a little bit further out towards me. It's a secret. Maybe not that far. Hold on. Sweet, there you go. Throw them back.
They had the same mouth. Almost like a tilapia. Smaller. Like that small, same size.
I got your phone here, hold on. But as far as I can tell on this test of the Starlink, my video here looks totally fine. I don't know how everyone else is seeing it. Like I said, if this is boring, I just delete it. And no one sees it, except for the 6 people watching right now. I'd be sleeping right now.
Yeah.
If I wasn't fishing. But I don't know how this is broadcast either, because I think I only get, if it's in 4K, it's going to be about 3 hours worth of video. And that's the most we can do with the Starlink Mini. I can charge the battery and everything like that, but the weakest link there is how much we actually get. But wouldn't you just love to go on an all-day fishing trip with Portage Mule? See all the fish we don't catch? Come on. There we go. Hooked one up.
Oh, I thought I was you.
No, I got one on. Not as big as the last one that was in the boat, but okay.
Right in my eye.
What did?
A bug.
A bug? There's plenty of bugs up here. In that sense, it's just like the Boundary Waters. This one's not bad. And he's gone. Biggest one yet. Did you see him? Because I didn't. Well, no, I did. Battery's going strong, almost 30 minutes at 87%.
Your phone is or the anchor?
Oh, I didn't even think about my phone.
Oh.
The anchor's at 37%. This is at 85.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good. But I don't know. What would you muleys want to see live? You're seeing fishing, but
So small, they fight so hard.
I'm just trying to think of the things because we can't do the whole. No one wants to see the whole trip, and I can't really do it. See, they exist.
Thanks for taking them off.
Oh yeah. Normally when you can see their bright red eyes, which are really cool. But the ideas that I was kicking around, obviously when we're fishing we could do it a little bit. But I mean, what else, you know, camp setup, cooking, around the fire, fireside chat with Portage Mule. Can't really do it when we're portaging because of the Starlink has to have a really good view
Oh, easy. Don't work
of
so hard like that.
of the sky.
That is a big fish. You can't pull them. The rods aren't that heavy. But, yeah, beautiful fish.
I don't know the logistics of how that would work. Camp set up.
Nice.
Too.
But Rob came up here not last year. I come up here, try to come up here every year. But we did a video where we went camping. I think 5 people watched it. Our videos up here just don't do as well. I think it's because we got a good following of people in the Boundary Waters. And when we're not there, just don't tune in. But you haven't seen the new video because it doesn't exist yet. But we have a new boat. And we did have 2 Northwind, North Star Northwind 20s. And now we have 0. So we sold them. Rob fixed them up and sold them. And we downsized to a Northwind 18, which for 2 people, really is a lot better for us. It's easier while we're fishing. You don't have such a high profile. The wind doesn't affect you as much. It drafts just fine. The speed is just as good. There's still just as much room. We thought we were gonna have to tip the packs on their side, but not, okay, so, hey, let's check it out. All right, we're watching Portage Mule live while Portage Mule live is filming. That's weird. But we have the 18 now. The 18 is a wonderful, wonderful boat. We don't have to tip the packs up on their side. If we went smaller than that, the 17, we probably would, but we still fit our packs, the food barrel, which we have the bear-proof containers, the Ursacks in it. But it wasn't set up because we bought it on our last trip. It wasn't set up for some of our camera mounts, so you're gonna see it close-ups during that trip because we normally have our Canoe view, which is the 8-foot pole that the audience really doesn't see, but it exists, and it captures those they look like almost like drone shots, which drones are not allowed in the boundary waters. So we got to get creative.
You have a leader?
No.
On different things like that. The 18 is just great.
There's line.
We both love it. It's lighter. It's maybe
15?
5 pounds lighter than the 20.
Okay, put that on.
It's easier for us to talk to. It's easier, or talk to each other. It's easier for us to hand stuff to each other in the boat. And I mean, the point is, we just didn't need the 20. What are we fishing? We are fishing for smallmouth. Trying to. I was lighting them up until I decided to get the Starlink out and go live, and now it's just, I've caught 2 in 32 minutes, whereas I caught 4 in about 10 minutes. But I think that's just the way live is gonna be. The fish will just shut off. But I can blame whatever I want. I know it's me. Yeah, smallmouth. I'm at a rocky lake in northern Manitoba using these white Zoom flukes. And yeah, first time hearing that name. It's between the Paw and a town called Flin Flon. Wonderful lake. Great, great smallmouths. Which you might not believe me. Yeah, between the Paw and Flin Flon, that's right. Rocky Lake. And I bet there probably is service here, but the point of this was to test out the Starlink, which I had to reconnect once, but that easily could be my old phone.
Do you think we'll cover with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you spelled that right, Flin Flon. It's pretty cool. I had no idea. This is the first time we've gone live, so I'm working out all the kinks. I didn't know if I'd see if there were people on here, which I do, and I didn't know if I'd see the comments, which I do. And we were just watching Portage Mule live in the front of the boat. And the rain is coming. You see it?
Yeah.
yeah, this trip is great. Just fishing every day, all day. And when I say all day, up here the sun comes out at 4:30 and goes down around 10:30, 11. And it doesn't get dark. Just the sun is not out. All right, I want one more fish before I put the starlink away, and I don't know if that's going to happen with this rain coming.
I can't seem to get it.
What are you talking about?
Well, like I said, I mean, the fishing up here is pretty phenomenal. It seems like these fish just haven't seen a lure ever. 150 in a day, I don't know how you beat that. 150 walleye. There's decent smallies in this, a couple pounds. I haven't caught anything too big, but the one that I had hooked earlier that I lost right before I was about to bring it up might have been a couple pounds. But the walleye here depends on which lake we go to. If we want numbers, we can go to lakes, some portage lakes
Don't let it drag because you'll
that we have to walk to, that we have boats staged at. And like I said, there you can catch 100, 150. We've caught 200 before. Or we can go to other lakes where we know, this is where Rob and I camped. You can watch the video. We know we're not going to get into them in those numbers, but they're really high quality walleye. I mean, we're bringing up 24 plus, seems like each, I don't want to say each cast, but you're going to catch a lot more of those fish than the dinks.
To the rocks.
I might have to put this away because it is, you can't see it, but it is raining. It's the magic of video. I get rain and soaked. You don't even see it. I'm gonna go over you. Trying to go over you. The other thing about being out here is there is no one. Haven't seen another boat.
Let it drop.
It's amazing. Not that you run into a lot of people in the boundary waters, but it wouldn't be unusual to see more bears than people, which we did see a bear yesterday, right? Did see a bear yesterday. All right, just using the trolling motor a bit to mix it up, get to a different spot. Really the same spot from a different angle. and we do have other news. If you've seen our social media, you know that we have become official brand ambassadors with Danco, which they were gracious enough to give us pretty much a whole set of their lunar series of gear. So we got pliers, we got fish grips, we got nippers, we got hook cutters. They gave both Rob and I pliers, and they even watched our videos and knew that we lost our net when we tipped, and gave us 2 new nets, which are, at first glance, we thought they're too small, the handle's not long enough, but they're specifically made for kayak fishing, and they wanted us to test them canoe fishing. So they're a little bit, the handle's a lot shorter, which honestly, it helped us a little bit in the end, because we're not trekking in this long handled, even though our last one collapsed, our long handle net.
Yeah.
And the kicker, it floats. So, should it happen again, we might be able to save our net.
Okay. Something different.
All right. I'm gonna cut it. I don't want the weather to affect this. It is a borrowed Starlink. We have not got it yet. I wanted to test it. So, oh, you know what? I'll bring in this fish and then I'll cut it. Perfect timing. That doesn't happen, much less live. And it, oh great. And it is a decent sized walleye. Yeah, that might be part of supper here.
Yeah, hang on.
Perfect. Oh, let's go. There we go.
That's a keeper.
All right. So we can catch fish live. There you go. For the one person watching. I would assume that's probably Rob. Hi, Rob. Here's a fish. That's it. Goodbye, Portage Mule World.